Hey everybody, welcome to Midday with Mark. Pastor Mark with you. It is day 23 here on Midday with Mark. I think 23. I don't know. Somebody help me out there. Is it 23? What number am I on? Where am I? What's going on? What world am I in? Not quite sure. How about you? I'm sure you're as confused as I am. Welcome to Midday with Mark right here a little bit afternoon. Welcome. Really cool thing happening right now. Hi, Paul. One really cool thing happening right now. We're delivering 30 meals as we speak to Swickley Hospital. Thanks to you all. Thanks to you all supporting that effort. We're sending meals to Swickley Hospital, nurses and doctors, feeding them today again. That's the second time this week. So keep it coming. Keep helping out with that initiative. It's a big deal, helps a lot. So glad that you're joining me today for Midday with Mark. Here we go. I'm in the sanctuary today. I'm in the church sanctuary, just kind of hanging out, getting some work done, working on the message for Sunday. Actually, what you're going to get today is a little sneak peek. Okay, don't tell anybody. Okay. But you're going to get a little sneak peek of the message today. So don't tell anybody. I have a light on, by the way. It's pretty bright. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me turn it down a little bit. It's like blinding me. There we go. So there we go. That's a little better. So a little sneak peek of the message for Sunday. We start a brand new series on the book of Psalms. Great. For some of you, that might be your favorite book of the Bible. But we're looking at Psalms because it's such a raw emotion and it's all over the map, man. It is the whole human experience. And I think that's where we're at right now. So the Psalms are going to be a great study to help us process what's going on in Corona land, right? Corona land. That's what we live in. So, it's going to help us process through that. So I invite you to join us on Sundays, 9:30 and 11, or watch it whenever you want on YouTube, Facebook. Love to have you join us for that. My former boss from a long time ago has been watching every week with his grandkids. Hi, John Seth, if you watch this. He's been watching every Sunday with his grandkids and loving it. And so glad to have people. They're way up in Franklin, Pennsylvania. So really glad to have them joining us. Where are you joining us from? You can even write that in the comments right now. Where are you at right now? Where are you at in Corona land? We have people watching from Tampa, Florida, where I used to live, Pittsburgh, all over the map. So glad you're here for Midday with Mark. Going to give you a sneak peek of the message for this week. It's going to be based off of Psalm 139. So we're going to walk through that. It's a rather lengthy psalm, so we have a little bit more time on here to do it than we would have in the message. But want to walk through Psalm 139. If you have a Bible, you can do that with us. But I want to give you a quote. We're doing this. We're using this book called Open and Unafraid, Patterning Your Life After the Psalms. Great book. It's by a guy from Fuller Seminary, where I went to seminary in Pasadena, California. Here's a quote from the book that I love. Okay, are you ready? What the Psalms offer us is a powerful aid to unhide, to stand honestly before God without fear, to face one another vulnerably without shame, and to encounter life in the world without any of the secrets that would demean and distort our humanity. And so the Psalms are filled with honesty, raw emotion. Just from Lakeland, Florida. Hi, Ryan. Good to see you. So the Psalms are raw emotion. And sometimes they say things that we wouldn't say in polite conversation, like, man, I wish my enemies were dead. Like literally, David says that in the Psalms. I wish my enemies were dead. Like things we wouldn't say, we might get arrested for. Okay, so like it's raw, real emotion. And the writer of the book says it this way. He says, the Psalms give us a place to unhide, to not hide our emotions, but to be real with what's going on in our hearts. And so the Psalms do that for us. We'll explore that more as we go forward in the message series, I think, for the next 6 weeks online. So tune in. It's going to be a cool time through the Psalms. This week, we're focusing on honesty. So it's going to be good. So Psalm 139, here we go. This is attributed to David. So here we go with Psalm 139. You have searched me, Lord, and you know me. You know when I sit and when I rise. You perceive my thoughts from afar. You discern my going out and my lying down, which there's not a whole lot going out right now, but anyway. Discern my going out and my lying down, lots of lying down going on. You are familiar with all my ways. And so David says from the very beginning, you know me. You know me, God, and there's nothing hidden from you. You perceive everything. You know my days. You know my going outs. You know, hi, Marv Penner. Marv Penner's in Canada, so hi, Marv. Good friend of mine. I love Marv. He's a good guy, amazing guy. So he goes. Then he goes. Before a word is on my tongue, you, Lord, know it completely. So you know exactly what I'm going to say. You hem me in behind and before, and you lay your hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me, too lofty for me to attain. And so David says, this is beyond my comprehension, even God, how well you know me. You know me better than I know myself. You know better than I could even know about knowing myself. So, like he says, you know, it's the depth of your knowledge about me is huge, all right? Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? Great rhetorical questions, right? If I go up to the heavens, you are there. If I make my bed in the depths, you are there. If I rise on the wings of the dawn, if I settle on the far side of the sea, even though your hand will guide me, your right hand will hold me fast. If I say, surely the darkness will hide me and the light become night around me, even the darkness will not be too dark for you. Even the darkness isn't too dark to hide me, okay? For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. There's nothing hidden. And so the Psalms are this great call to honesty, this great call to be honest with God because he already knows. And in that honesty, we'll study this on Sunday, in that honesty we'll find our humanity. He says, my frame, I praise you because I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. By the way, you are a wonderful creation. There are no accidents. There's so many people that struggle with worthlessness. And you're not worthless. You're fearfully and wonderfully made. You're not worthless. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? I mean, I feel like I should say that over and over again. You remember that great scene in Good Will Hunting when Robin Williams keeps saying to Will, he keeps saying, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Well, in the same way, I would say to you this afternoon, I'd say to you, you're not worthless. You're not worthless. You're not worthless. And you need to grip that and hear that deeply. He says, I praise you. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place, when I was woven together in the depths of the earth. Your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be. How precious to me are your thoughts, God. How vast is the sum of them. Were I to count them, they would outnumber the grains of sand. When I awake, I am still with you. If only you, God, would... So let's stop there. So he says, when I awake, I am still with you. And so this is beautiful poetry, this beautiful psalm, these beautiful words. And then all of a sudden, it shifts. Again, remember, the Psalms are about honesty. The Psalms are raw. And so he says all these beautiful things about God. Then he says this, if only you, God, would slay the wicked. So there's no like, hey, I'm praying for them. There's no like, I'm going to reach out to them. There's no like, I want to share God with them. He goes, yeah, I wish you'd just kill them. Okay? If only you would slay the wicked. Away from me, you who are bloodthirsty! Exclamation point in the scripture, right? They speak of you with evil intent. Your adversaries misuse your name. Do I not hate those who hate you, Lord, and abhor those who are in rebellion against you? I have nothing but hatred for them. I count them my enemies. Okay, settle down, David. Like, there it is. There's the rawness. There's the real stuff. That's getting at the real. And you've all felt that same way. Maybe you're, I guess maybe you're better than I am, because I've felt that way. And so the Psalms are this pathway through to an honest, authentic life. To be honest before God. So David kind of gives you this bipolar psalm in a way. And then he says this, search me, God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. Any of you anxious right now? Yeah, I am. It's been a weird day already. Last night, late. This morning, already weird. Just some real disappointing stuff. Hard going through this. And then he says this to close out the psalm. See if there is any offensive way in me. You think so, David? Yeah, you probably just said it a couple lines before. There's some offensive ways in all of us. But lead me in the way everlasting. There it is. That's the honesty in the Psalms. That's the beauty of the Psalms. The two sides of the same coin that we all are. So my prayer for you today as you listen to this is that you're willing to be honest with God, that you're willing to push in with all the hard stuff, and you're willing to lay it all out there, because as we looked, the author said that great quote. He said, when we do this, we move closer towards our humanity, being real, being really human. So that's my prayer for you. Join us on Sunday for the beginning of our series on Psalms. I think you'll like it. You'll hear some of this in the future on Sunday, but you'll hear a bunch of new stuff too. Hey, I forgot. I don't have any pops for you today, and I obviously don't have the Christmas tree because I'm not at home. But I do have other things that I collect that I have here in the office. I collect little mini figures. Like this is a chess piece. Actually, it's lead. It's Batman. Check that out. Little Batman for your day. Bruce Wayne, the Bat. I was watching Justice League last night because it was on. There's a little Batman for you. Go forward in your Sunday or in your Friday. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy your family. Love you guys. Miss you. I hope you're well. Take care, and I will see you back I'll see you on Sunday, but I'll see you back here for Midday with Mark on Monday. All right? Take care. Be safe. Be wise. Stay home. Pray. Faith over fear. See you soon. Love you all. Bye.